Both boys love weapons play. They are mighty warriors. I've let them have their arsenal, and they play to the lifted eyebrows of all my hippie friends, mostly with little girls. This is from even before they watch television. We are peace-loving, gentle people. Where does that come from?
Now think about this. You will really like this.
All right.
Here you are. You come forth into a physical experience from an environment of pure positive energy. And the contrast from the pure positive liquid love that you know and the guarded, vulnerable, lackful vibration that surrounds you. And we're not talking about you as the parents. We're talking about the mass consciousness of vibration as you've come to push so hard against so many things. So here is this little creature emphatically knowing and wanting his freedom. Nothing is more important than that feeling of freedom. But he finds himself little in a world of big people, in a world of people who are telling him what he can and cannot do. And so his desire for freedom keeps welling up inside. And as he resists that lack of freedom from his small stature, he wants to attract something to him that can kind of level the playing field a little bit. And so the idea of some sort of weapon, some sort of instrument, some sort of power, in other words, he would use anything that he can to put himself back into the position that he remembers from non-physical of being able to have or be or do anything that he wants. But there you are, his mother, his teacher, society in general saying, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do that. And every part of his being is saying, oh, yes, I can. You just watch me, I'll find a way. You get a gun, I'll get a bigger one. You get a gun, I'll get two. You get a gun, I'll get a tank. In other words, it is that wanting to get back in control of his own life experience. So as you begin talking to him, to your children, to anyone, about what they want and why they want it, and you help them to vibrate in that place of feeling that, then you will notice that there is less and less of that compensating factor. You see, it's the same thing that we're talking about with the candy, isn't it? It's a wanting to compensate for something very important that is not easily known in this physical environment. So is it a problem that they don't know it? In other words, sometimes our physical friends will say, Abraham, this is really a rotten deal. We come into the physical and we bang around and it's hard. We struggle, we suffer. Finally, we figure it out. We learn about law of attraction, we learn to flow energy. We get things really going good, and then we die. Only to be born not remembering it.
Right.
What a rotten deal that is, you say to us. And we say, each time you come back into the physical experience, you know that you have that supreme guidance within you that will keep reminding you of who you are and what you are wanting. And from that non-physical perspective, you keep trusting that you will find a way. And so we say, from your non-physical point of view, your inner being is not feeling lack about what you're living, which is serving as a catalyst to make you finally come to the place of identifying what you want, because your inner being knows that once you come to the place of identifying what you want, you can then attract it to you, you see. So your inner being is like Esther with this house that they are building, not feeling lack because it isn't finished yet, enjoying the process. Many of you are artistic in nature who are here in this room. Can you envision someone who is creating a magnificent sculpture? He has this clump of clay. Does he feel lack as he looks at the clump of clay because it is not the magnificent sculptor? Or does he enjoy the molding of the clay into the magnificent sculpture? And as soon as it is finished, does he not get another clump of clay to begin again? And so that is the way you come into this physical experience. Not here to prove yourselves worthy of something, you're already worthy. Not to climb the rungs of a ladder, you're already in a perfect position. Not to be something you are not, you are already all of those things. You come forth into this physical experience for the deliciousness of the molding, for the deliciousness of the contrast, for the deliciousness of the identifying. And so a lot of that negative emotion that you would like to keep your children from are the very stuff that they came here to experience, because this physical universe is the time of fine-tuning. You want the broader contrast because broader contrast erupts greater wanting, and greater wanting takes you forward further. And you are on the leading edge of thought. So are we saying to you, as many do, you have come here to suffer and struggle in order to find your way? What we're saying is the contrast helps you identify what is wanted, and the sooner you connect with your inner being, the less struggle you will experience, so that you can move forward as you've intended with utter ease. When you step in that stream of non-physical energy, there is ease. When you step out of it, there is dis-ease. When you are within the stream, you are clear. When you step out of it, you are confused. When you are within the stream, you are vital and alive. When you step out of it, you are tired and lethargic. So what you are wanting, and as a teacher, what you have come here to teach, is how to step into the stream. Now, how do you teach somebody to step into the stream? Do you look at them, as most parents do with children, and say, don't do that, get over here? That never works, does it? Because you're flowing all of your energy toward what you don't want. You're disconnected. You can't attract them into the stream when you're not in it yourself. You must be in it yourself.